Okay, guys, so now that we know how to make a sound on our instrument, we know how to hold them. If you're having trouble with that, just keep watching those videos. I'm also going to put some other videos down here from someone else teaching it in case you need some extra help. But right now, we're going to start in our book. And this week, your job is to learn 3 notes, and they all happen on page 6. So you're going to skip the beginning pages that have green on them. You're going to open up to page 6 in your book. I'm holding a clarinet book here. And if you look closely at page 6, it's going to show you some whole notes, some whole rests. We learned those in that video and in the rhythm exercises we did. We sizzled those. That's going to last for 4 counts. That rest will last for 4 counts. And in these yellow boxes, anytime you get a new note, those yellow boxes are going to teach you how to put the fingers down for that note. For a trumpet, it'll say 1, 2, and 3, and you'll use different combinations. 1 is the finger closest to your mouth, 2 is the next, and 3. So if it says 1 and 2, like your first note will, you'll hold down 1 and 2 and do that medium buzz, and it should get out the note E. For our clarinets, ours is a little trickier. We have more buttons to push down on our instrument, and if you look, they have a little set of 6 holes right here, with one of them filled in at the top. That is the upper joint and the lower joint, and it's showing you your 3 fingers that cover those holes. So in this case, it's showing us we are going to press down our first finger on the front of the clarinet. The other fingers are not going to be pressed down, so those holes are open. Now, if you look over here on the side, there's another little squiggly looking key on top that's open, and then a solid number or a solid hole underneath it. That is your thumb hole. So for the clarinet's first note in E, you're going to push your thumb in and your finger. Once you get the sound, you're going to play that note, and it's the whole line is just that single note, and you'll go E, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, until the end of the line. I'm going to show you an example right now on the clarinet. So here is line 1. Trumpets, you're doing 1 and 2. Clarinets, thumb and first finger. And it should sound like this. You're going to tap your foot to keep a steady beat. Tap, tap, here I go. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. And what we played was that E on the bottom line of the treble clef. So that is line number 6. The rest of the page is going to follow that same pattern. You're going to learn the note E, trumpet 1 and 2. The next note you're going to learn is a D. I'm going to show you the fingering for that in a second. And then a C. And those 3 notes should get you through the entire first page, which is your job this week to try to play that first page. I'm going to also include an assignment where you are going to submit a video of you playing either line 5, 6, or 7, your choice. Just tell me which one you're going to do. Like, I'm going to play line 5. Play that line, and I'm listening for you being able to play those 3 new notes that we are learning this week. So watch the fingering chart in those little yellow boxes, and watch where the note is on the staff, and you'll be able to figure that out. So for line number 2, our trumpets and clarinets are going to both be learning a D, but the trumpets have to do something a little different when they play the D. It should say fingerings 1 and 3 for that D. 1 and 3, whenever we do this finger combination of 1 and 3, we're going to use this little ring to push that slide out just a little bit. It only happens when we push down 1 and 3, and it makes that note play better in tune. So if I play D, I immediately kick out my slide right there. It's not real far. You can see right here how much that's sliding out, just a little bit. If yours isn't moving right now because it's older and locked up, don't worry about it right now. We can get that fixed later. Right now, worried about 1 and 3 first, and if you can get that kicked out, great. But that is the note D. So line number 2 for the trumpets will sound like this. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. And you play that 4 times. Now, the third note you're going to learn is a C. For the trumpets, that's open. Oh, clarinets, I forgot to tell you, your D is 1 and 2. You're just adding another finger for D. For your C clarinets, you're going 1, 2, and 3 in your left hand. You're just adding another finger on top. You're not pushing down anything in your right hand yet. Your thumb on the right hand is just holding up the instrument. For our trumpets, our C is just open. We don't push anything down. So Line number 4 in the book, it's your third new note, is a C. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Let me grab my clarinet and show them those two notes. So clarinets, we had our E, which is our thumb. Our thumb's going to be down for all these notes. Here's our E. First finger, D, which is the note right underneath it on the staff. And then C, which is the bottom note, the lowest note you're going to know right now. And if you look at it on the paper, it's going to have a little line through it called a ledger line, which extends that staff down. But right now, just worry about when you see that symbol that looks like the line with the note with the line through it, that's your C right now, and that's going to be all 3 fingers down. So those are your fingerings. E, D, and C are your first notes in the book for both trumpet and clarinet. Work on those. I'll have the Zoom meeting up on Wednesday. If you're having trouble with getting a sound or anything, log on to that Zoom meeting, and I'll help you whichever way I can, okay? Have a great week, guys. So as we go through the book, you're going to see, just like we did in our notes and rhythm exercises, you're going to see whole notes, which all this whole page is nothing but whole notes. You're going to see this note on the bottom line of treble clef. It is an E. This is our D, the second note we're going to learn. It's up in line 2, but this is an example on another line. It is right below the staff. It's right under the E, so we count down from E back 1 letter to a D. And then the third note we're going to learn is a C, and it goes from that D to the line underneath it. And it's kind of an imaginary line because the staff doesn't go that low. We call that a ledger line, and that is our C. So these 3 boxes teach you your notes. Have fun with it.